Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on new makeup and upcoming releases in the segment I call Love It or Leave It. I always find it very helpful to plan my purchases in advance and bounce feedback off of you guys. So as always, if you have any thoughts one way or another, if you love something, if you hate something, let me know down below in the comments section. It's a great way for me to gauge your interest. Obviously, if there's something that I'm kind of on the fence about, if you guys tell me that you have to see a review, I will absolutely pick it up and create that for you. Otherwise, I'm pretty picky. I talked a lot in my last Love It or Leave It video about what I look for in makeup, and I think I've probably become even pickier. I don't plan to purchase anything else before the end of the year that I don't feel 100% in love with. And I don't think that's crazy. I don't think those are unrealistic expectations. If I'm not spending money on makeup, I have plenty of other things to be purchasing. Shopping for the holidays, decorating the apartment, saving for future travel, clothing, accessories. I mean, there are a million things to buy. I just don't want to spend a dime on makeup that I don't feel 100% obsessed with. Right off the bat, I have some very exciting Chanel releases to talk about. We are going to see some new launches before the end of the year. I just got this insider info. So the Rouge Allure Laque lipsticks that I started to see photos circulating on Instagram, what feels like several months ago now. I believe they're already available in Europe. Those are coming in mid-December. I want to say the date might be December 14th. I will absolutely update you guys and I will purchase. This is a love, hands down love. Anytime Chanel comes out with a new formula, of course I'm going to grab it. And there are so many photos available since this lipstick does exist in other parts of the world that it's kind of nice that we get to narrow down the shades we're interested in already. I love the look of the exterior packaging. This reminds me of the Rouge Allure gloss. The packaging sort of reminds me of those glosses, which were more of a lip lacquer, still very glossy, very pigmented, a little bit thicker, kind of tacky on the lips, and not tacky in a bad way, but they just kind of coat the lips. So I don't know if this is going to be like that. It sort of seems like it based on the photos, or if it's going to be more of a glossy liquid lip. Who knows? I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm so happy that they are going to be launched sometime before the end of the year. So be on the lookout for those. I will of course be picking up several shades as soon as they're available. Unfortunately, I have no sneak peek photos of this next item, but I'm told we're gonna get new lipsticks. Similar to the Camellia lipsticks that launched earlier in the year, there are going to be lion lipsticks with the little lion emblem on top. I didn't pick up any of the Camellia lipsticks because the shades were so similar to so many other shades that I already had in my collection. Just kind of felt like a bit of a waste, but I am very interested in the lion lipsticks. I hope they bring out a few different colors besides pinks and reds. I know that is so Chanel, you know, a bright pink, bright red lipstick, but maybe there will be some nudes, some mauve tones, something that will compel me to purchase. I will probably end up picking up one or two of these lipsticks. I have no idea what the shades are, so no guarantees here, but I do like the idea of a lipstick with the lion. I'm sure all of my fellow Chanel lovers already know this, but the lion is one of the symbols of the House of Chanel because it represents Venice, the fine jewelry. It's also the sign of Leo. Gabrielle Chanel was a Leo, so you'll see a lot of lion motifs within fashion, jewelry, beauty, everything. So this is very exciting, and what makes this lipstick launch so great is that it is in conjunction with a new Exclusif fragrance. This has not been announced yet. I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I don't want to ruin the launch for anybody. I heard a rumor that there is going to be a new Exclusif fragrance that is called the Lion or Lion Exclusif. I'm not 100% sure, but it is coming before the end of the year, and I cannot wait. As a fragrance lover and a lover of the entire Exclusif line, this is so exciting. Anytime they launch a new fragrance, it's always magical because there's always so much thought and inspiration, and there's a whole story behind it. If it has to do with lion, maybe it's going to be a really strong, bold fragrance, or maybe it's going to be a little bit masculine. I don't know. I have so many questions. All I know is that it is coming. And will I buy it? Yes, absolutely. I love the idea of a new Exclusif fragrance, new lipsticks, new lip lacks. Give me all of the new Chanel. I will absolutely purchase, always. Now, as far as the new Sublimage foundation, because I have had some people asking me questions, from what I've been told, this is going to launch in the US sometime next year, maybe early February. So it could be here within the next couple of months. Allison Chase has an incredible review already posted on her channel because she was able to get her hands on it. It's available in parts of Europe as well as Canada already. So if you're interested, I will link her video down below. Check it out. It's not going to replace the current Sublimage foundation, which is great news for me. I love that foundation. It comes with a really nice looking brush. Unfortunately, the shade range is not very extensive. But from what I understand, it's meant to be a serum foundation, more lightweight, so maybe there is going to be some wiggle room in between shades. They do have darker shades and a decent range, but it's not very inclusive. My one complaint about the current Sublimage foundation is that it's in a jar. It looks beautiful. It's great to display, but it's not that functional. Taking out the spatula, not dipping your fingers in, making sure you have a clean brush every single time. So as much as I love it and I love the formula, I like the idea of a pump. Now this foundation is more expensive. The Sublimage is $135. This one, I believe, is $200. So it's an even more elevated price point. It does, of course, contain the anti-aging Sublimage skincare, but it's going to be an outrageously priced foundation. And then the last item I have here to talk about is one of the new holiday sets that is coming from Chanel. You've probably seen they already launched all of their holiday sets. I posted about it on my community page, I want to say 2 weeks ago now. They've been very popular this year. In fact, some of them have already sold out, but if you're looking for them, they are starting to roll out to department stores. So you can still find them at Nordstrom, Saks, a few other places. And they are getting a restock Monday, today. By the time this video launches, it will be today. They are getting another restock in the boutiques, probably online. And then I think the department stores are still in the process of getting the first shipment. So if you had your eye on one of them, like I think the cheap lip set and the hand cream set sold out on Chanel.com. Those will be back. Later on this week, I'll be sharing a Chanel gift idea video. I did this last year, and I will include the sets, talk about them a little bit. But even if you're not a fan of any of the sets this year, or none of them really speak to you, I have plenty of other gift ideas to share. I got a bit sidetracked, but the new launch that is coming, it's going to be available in the red bag, and it is the Snow Beauty set. It's going to be exclusive to boutiques and Chanel.com. It comes with the Rosy Glow Drops, the Rouge Cocoa Flash Boy, it's the most popular shade, very universal, and the Mirror Duo, the little compact mirror, which always goes on my list of gift ideas because I want to say it's $42, but it is one of those gifts that isn't going to break the bank. Most everybody keeps a compact in their purse, and it's never going to expire. A lipstick, makeup, these things, whenever we finish them, you're probably going to toss the packaging. This is something that you could hold on to for years and years and always keep with you. So I love the idea of this set. It's going to retail for $132. Not a bad price point. This is definitely going to sell out really quickly, and I believe this is launching on Black Friday. And I think this is the best set of the bunch. I love the Rosy Glow Drops. The Rouge Cocoa Flash in shade Boy is beautiful. It's just kind of a pale nudie pink. Everybody can wear this lipstick. And then you get the mirror. So if you have been loving these gift sets, but you haven't been sure which one to pick up, or your favorite set sold out, maybe hold off, but set an alarm on your phone so you know to be ready to look out for it come Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'm gonna find out the date for you guys, and I will let you know which date to look out for it. But $132, the 3 items, I think it is just the best bundle you can buy from Chanel for the holidays this year, and it's coming soon. I almost forgot to mention the very last new release that's coming out from Chanel, it is available right now, is the Bath & Body collection for Chanel No. 5, which always makes such a great gift during the holidays. I think that's probably one of the #1 fragrances purchased, even to this day. I know it's old school, but if you're purchasing for your mom, your aunt, your grandmother, whoever you have in your life that still wears No. 5 and loves it, they only come out with these products seasonally. I don't think they came out with them last year. Every once in a while, they come out with something new, a new ancillary for Chanel No. 5. There's a new Chanel No. 5 hair mist. The bottle is really beautiful in person. There's a shower gel. which is really pretty, a body lotion, a deodorant spray, and they're coming out with a body cream, which is already available online. They didn't have it in the boutique yet. I think they're getting it before the end of the month. So if any of these interest you, if you love Chanel No. 5, or if you know somebody who loves Chanel No. 5, I think these would make really great gift ideas. In fact, I picked up a couple of them to gift to my mother. She loves Chanel No. 5. Last year, during the Sephora sale, I picked up the Chanel No. 5 set. It came with the fragrance and the twist and spray. This year, I picked up the body lotion and the shower gel. I was thinking about getting the hair mist. I wanted the body cream, but they didn't have it yet, so I might add that in later on. Everything's already wrapped, so I'm not going to show you. But this is what the exterior gift packaging looks like. Everything is gold for the holidays this year. It looks very pretty. It's very holiday. So this is either going to be a birthday gift, her birthday's next week, or I'm going to save it for Christmas and put something else with it. I haven't decided yet when she is going to get this gift, but I do think those items are perfect for gifting. Moving on now from Chanel to Charlotte Tilbury, who recently launched the new Fire Rose Luxury Palette and 2 new shades of the Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadow. Sunset Rose, which is a beautiful light pink, and Copper Sunrise, which looks like a gorgeous copper. And even the Fire Rose Luxury Palette looks very beautiful. I believe this launched last week. As soon as it became available, I posted on Instagram stories and I asked everybody what they thought, love it or skip it, and the results were 50-50. It was kind of funny. Out of all of the people who voted, it was whoosh, right down the middle. I had to laugh because that's exactly what I thought looking at these pieces too. I was like, well, I do like it, and I do like it. I love these shadows. I love the cream shadows. I think maybe a smidge more than the palette. But the palette looks really nice as well. I did not purchase, and at the moment I do not plan to purchase, simply because I have that 100% threshold, and this collection just does not meet it. It's beautiful. I'm sure it's very wearable, really pretty colors. I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like it's different enough. I don't feel like these pieces would really add value to my collection because I could probably dupe that palette and the cream shadows 10 times over. And from what I understand from Chic Profile Official, Charlotte Tilbury is going to be launching like 3 other quads before the end of the year. I wish I had more information than that to share, but it looks like she is going to be coming out with a lot of other quads. I feel I can wait. I can wait. If there's more on the way, I'm not going to jump at this. It looks so similar. It looks very similar to other quads from Charlotte Tilbury. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really not that interested in any quads from Charlotte. Since you can buy a 12-pan eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury for $75, I just can't really get that excited anymore about her quads. And earlier in the year, I believe it was her summer collection, when she came out with the Color Theory, there was a palette for blue, green, maroon, copper. I picked up the blue palette, copper palette, and maroon palette, and I don't really touch them at all. And I'm constantly using Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. It's not because the quality isn't great. I love them. Her formula is one of my favorites. But I am constantly going between the Pillow Talk palette and her new Eyes to Hypnotize, Mesmerize palette, the one from this year. On her website, you can still get the Icons palette. You can still get the larger palette from last year. She has a couple larger palettes now that are currently available on her website. It makes it very hard to get excited to spend $53 on one of her quads, especially when the colors have been done to death. I mean, it is beautiful, but it's not unique. This next new release is from Natasha Denona. It's her new Trio Chrome palette. I think this has got to be one of the most popular recent releases. There has been so much buzz around this palette. It looks really pretty. You can watch a ton of reviews already if this is something that you're interested in. I knew right off the bat, just looking at it, that it wasn't for me. I don't really get along with greens. The entire top row is green, so this would just be a complete waste. And it looks like only 3 of the eyeshadows in the palette have that Trio Chrome foiled look. I believe this also retails for $129 or something like that. It's the higher price point. I don't really like these colors to begin with. It's not for me. I'm not convinced the price would be justifiable even if I did really love these shades. Let me know what you think if you have this palette or if you watched a lot of reviews. Maybe I'm completely wrong. If these are your colors, maybe you think it's worth it. This to me looks like a palette that you will use a couple times, especially when it's new and fresh and you're playing around creating different looks, and then it's gonna go in the drawer, and I don't know how often you're gonna grab this. Of course, everybody's different. I think it's part of the evolution of the beauty industry is that brands recognize that there are people out there who are purchasing products just to create these really beautiful images or really fascinating tutorials online. This is one of those products that strikes me as something that was made to be posted. Now let's talk about this new Tom Ford Mercurial eyeshadow palette. I'm going to spare you my rant about Tom Ford. I'm going to leave it. I don't love this palette. I'm so bored with Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes at the moment. It makes me so sad. Because when I think of Tom Ford the brand, Tom Ford the architect, the photographer, the fashion designer, Tom Ford, and I know Tom Ford Beauty is owned by Estee Lauder. They share the same name, but that's about it. But the DNA should still be there. Tom Ford the fashion brand is edgy and exciting and in your face, very bold. Even the fragrance names are bold and edgy. Tom Ford Beauty for the past year has been so basic. And this palette is part of this extreme collection with the silver packaging. They have the badass eyeshadows and the really sparkly glitter lipsticks. I guess this is more interesting than the typical line, but these colors, this looks like honeymoon. And from what I've heard about this palette, the shadows can be a little bit tricky to work with. This is definitely a skip for me. I want something new, something fresh, new colors. This makes the last two Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes incredibly dupable, and not just within other brands, but within Tom Ford. There are other palettes by Tom Ford that look nearly identical to these palettes that they're coming out with. It makes no sense to me. I sincerely hope somebody breathes some life and inspiration back into this brand next year. The Chantecaille Holiday collection and new lipsticks have been launched since my last video. So these lipstick crayons are matte, unfortunately, because a couple of these shades look really beautiful. So I think I'm probably going to skip these lipsticks for now. I don't typically love a crayon lipstick to begin with. I have a few from Chanel and I really like them, but they're creamy. I just don't prefer a matte lip, although it is Chantecaille, so I imagine they are really nice. I doubt they're really drying or show a lot of the cracks in the lips. They might be really beautiful, so I'm going to say I'm holding off on this. I'm going to reserve judgment until I can maybe see them in store. I probably won't be able to swatch them in store, but until I can see them or at least hear from somebody else who's tried them. The red looks really pretty, but I'm really interested in the mauve nude. That looks really stunning. And then the two eyeshadows. If anything, I think I'll probably pick up the zebra from this collection, and then I'll skip out on the purple because I have a couple purples at the moment that I rarely dip into. But this light pink shade looks really pretty, and this is something that I think I could potentially use up. I've been on a bit of a Christian Louboutin beauty kick lately, I guess because the pieces are so ornate, so lavish, that it makes them seem really unique and interesting. I picked up the fragrance and one of the lipsticks during the Sephora sale. They have a new matte fluid lip color, which is not available at Sephora yet, of course. I'm sure the day after the sale maybe it will come to Sephora, but it is currently available at Nordstrom as well as Saks. They also have metallic shades. I will skip on the metallic, but I am curious to see what the matte liquid formula is like, if it's drying or not. Mostly all reds. They're reds, berries, no nudes, no mauves, no lighter colors. I planned on picking up the Rouge Louboutin matte lipstick. They also have a Rouge Louboutin metallic. I just picked up the creamy tube lipstick from Sephora, so maybe I'll switch it up and get a different shade. I'm more interested in the formula than the shade. I don't really care about the shade, but I want to know if they're drying, if they're long wearing, does it feel really nice on the lips? Because if so, then this would be a really great lipstick to try, especially for the holidays. That's basically it. That is all that is currently on my radar. I don't plan to buy much, a couple bits and pieces, but I'm really on gift buying mode now. So I'm kind of making my gift list, thinking about all of the occasions and what we have going on for the holidays. But if I miss something, or if there's a product that you're really excited about, if there's something that I have totally written off that gets you excited, drop me a comment, let me know what you would like to see from me. But that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.